Hello, it is MJ. Thanks for joining me today, tonight, wherever you are. It's Quick Pick. Pick a card, and today or tonight's question is, how does he or she feel about me? And we're using three decks, 1, 2, and 3. So while I'm telling you about this real quick, just kind of hone in. Does number 1, number 2, or number 3 feel right for you tonight, or today, or now? And then I'm going to go on the other side of the table and read the mystical and magical answers that are coming out of 3 decks of cards. 1, 2, or 3. How does he or she feel about me? Let me go on the other side of the table. All right, so we're going to take about another 10 seconds. I normally tell people not to focus on the decks. Just focus on the number, 1, 2, or 3. But I mean, if you're feeling attracted to a deck, also, go with your gut too. The question is, how does he or she feel about me? Deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3? I'll give you about 10 seconds. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move this deck out of the way, and this one. So this is going to be deck number 1. How does he or she feel about me? And here is the 5-card layout. We got the Knight of Wands, also the 8 of Swords. And the World is showing up as card number 3. Number 4 is the 10 of Cups. I love that 10 of Cups. Last card, the Impact card, is the 8 of Pentacles. So how does he or she feel about me? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Ooh, I see a lot of harsh energy. Harsh, boom, boom, boom. Very harsh energy. There's distance in the relationship. Looks like there could be also some travel. Your person of interest, whether it's a man or a woman, is having the difficulty moving in the direction toward you to move this process along. Communication is an issue. I just have to tell you right there. Communication is an issue. It seems like there's a lot of in and out of the relationship. That's not very healthy, right? That's not healthy. But though, one thing that I can say, because the 10 of Cups is showing, is that when this person is thinking about you, it does, you make them happy. They feel fulfilled. But again, with all the chaos that's in their life, because they can't get it together, unfortunately, and I'm really being nice about it when I talk about your person of interest, it just seems very flat. But you do make them happy. But let me tell you about this man or woman. They are so focused on their work, and that's the only thing that they're thinking about. They're thinking about getting their finances in order. So how does he or she feel about you? You make them happy. You're very, very fun to be with, but they're just all over the place. They're all over the place. So this is the deck for number 1. Let's move on to deck number 2. How does he or she feel about me? And we're going to lay down these 5 cards right now. And we are looking at Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. And the Impact card is going to be the High Priestess. Well, let me tell you right now that it does look like that you are a blessing in this person's life. You're a gift. You're considered incredible. You are amazing to this person, to this man or this woman. But your person of interest is conflicted. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to get to be where they need to be. You have a lot to give to them, but here's the message. They don't know how to give it back to you. The connection, from here to here, is extraordinary, and they would love to be with you, and they would love to be everything about you. But, it just makes me feel really uncomfortable saying this, that they are just so non-committal. They're not able to commit, but it is a spiritual connection. That's the wonderful thing that I would like to say about this. you're a great person in their life. If they could just get it together, this would be a fantastic situation, a fantastic relationship. This is deck number 2 for how does he or she feel about me. Moving on to the last deck, which is deck number 3. How does he or she feel about me? And laying down those 5 cards right now real quick for you. We got Queen of Cups, moving on to the 5 of Wands, and segueing into the 7 of Wands. Oh my gosh, look at that. 8 of Wands and 3 of Swords. Whoa. Not a lot of great information here. I wish I could give you some better stuff, but I do want to say this about you, the viewer. You're kind, you're caring, and you're loving. But all of this right here, your man of interest, your woman of interest, they've got walls up, and they like to fight, and they like to start fights. And they like to blow up. And they're going to blame you for a lot of the stuff. You know, but they struggle with their issues on a daily basis. I mean, it's in their DNA. But on the other side of that, you know, when they're able to get beyond that, I mean, they see the love in you. They see the caring in you. They see the thoughtfulness in you. But they're also they're going to play the victim. You know, life tends to beat them up. You know, woe is me, having a pity party, you know, that type of situation. And they are very worrisome about heartbreak. 3 of Swords. You know, they've had a lot of wounded relationships in the past. Things make them very nervous about love and romance. They're not in a great place. And they don't know how to get to that place of security. But I have to say this, that you are a one in a lifetime person. So just remember that when you're dealing with your person of interest. So this is deck number 3. How does he or she feel about me? Moving back to the other side of the table. So just want to say this. Hello. This is a quick pick. It's a general reading. If you want more accurate readings, a specific reading, a detailed reading, you have to do something one-on-one by just calling the office. If some of this resonated with you, awesome. If it didn't, it's okay. You can put it out the window. I'm reading the cards as they are being laid out there. The energy is there. Spirit is talking to me. Quick pick a card. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again in the next video.